Welcome back. Cheetah. It's back to normal. But I'm not complaining because I'm looking at it without graphical glitches. It looks good. It definitely looks good. So, yeah, let's fly around a little bit and test out these graphics for a second. Okay, so what was the problem? Corruption in the files. That, in a very odd thing, that the repair doesn't catch it. I already had the most current drivers for my graphics card, so that wasn't it. All my other games worked perfectly fine, so it was limited to Eve. So the process that I took trying to troubleshoot it, it's like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. If it was my graphics card, all of my games would be jacked, and none were. So what I ended up doing was reinstalling the game on a second drive. I did not uninstall the second or the first copy. The way I saw it was as if you had an alt, you'd have it in different directories. I just put it in a different drive, and the graphical error was not there until I applied the last patch. And it's something in that patching process that did it. So I uninstalled it and uninstalled my first copy, and then I did a defrag and cleaned the drive, made sure, you know, there were no extra files and everything was nice in there. And then I installed it again. And it was fine. And oh, I did try switching graphics cards. I forgot to mention that. Because someone said it's your graphics card. So I switched it and it was still there. So other people had mentioned that they were having similar graphical glitches that occurred after the Inferno patch. And looking back at my videos, I experienced something similar with the Inferno patch. And again, it was a simple uninstall, reinstall, you know, kind of thing. It was not the graphics card. Now, some people were saying that, yeah, I'm seeing it, but I'm able to get around it, like not using the station. Or if you're one that doesn't see, you know, combat, or don't do combat in the game, either through missions or whatever, then you don't see, you know, the glitch that, or at least the one that I experienced for the explosions. People tended to have different issues, but yeah, I'm just glad to have it fixed. I felt like I was grounded when I couldn't get in the game. Well, I could get in the game, but it just looked so jacked. So yeah, I do hope that CCP works on this, because enough people are experiencing the problem. Not everybody is, but enough are experiencing it where, to me, it's an issue. Now, on the forums, there are people that think that it is limited to 64-bit systems. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if only the 64-bit people were the ones talking about it on the forums, but I think that it's something. And don't get me wrong, I understand that the patches that they are putting in are quite complex, and that the game is old and a lot of this code is being redone. It's just that I wish that there was some sort of, there's no point in having a repair if the repair doesn't work. So there's something with the repair that's not picking up the corrupt file. And that's what it, I mean, I'm not an expert or anything, but that's, in my case, what it seemed to be. Because if I change graphics cards and the glitch is still there, then it's not the graphics card. I mean, now you're going to say both of them are broke, and then no other games are. So it seemed like to be corruption, which is, you know, minor. Oh, God, look how good this game looks. It really looks good. I mean, it really looks like metal. I mean, Terra looks good, but it doesn't, it's a different kind of good. I mean, the world is beautiful in comparison to other games, but this looks realistic. I mean, look at that. I mean, it looks like the ship has, oh, did you see that? the missiles or I don't even know what the hell is loaded on that thing, but it went up and it looked like really. No, I didn't. I did see that. Holy shit. Yeah, it's the little things like that that does it for me. Now, of course, you know, I'm looking real close this time. But look at that wing. It looks like a ship that's been through some combat or that has some age to it. It doesn't look shiny and new. It looks realistically worn. That's some damn good detail. I give props to... Wait. I have to concentrate. Hold on. I want to see this. Yes, I love that. Okay. I have to give CCP props on that because that's some damn good graphical work there. It really is. So, what I'm going to do now is install the last patch. I wanted to show this video as of the files prior to this last release. They released one in the past week so that people could see, so that I'm comparing time in the correct phase of time. So I'm going to install 1.03, I think it is, or whatever new update that came out the other day, and I will be back shortly. Okay, 1.03 or whatever that patch is in, and so far it's looking good. I think the issue is solved. I think what I'm going to do next time there's a big patch like that, or anytime there's a patch, I'm not a computer expert or anything like that, and for the life of me, I don't know what I was doing at the time I was installing the patch originally, but maybe I had too much running, too many browser windows or something like that. I mean, I have a lot of RAM, so I don't think I ran out of RAM or I was doing anything necessarily CPU intensive. I don't know. I don't know how to fix that, but I do wish that the repair would be able to. I'm just sort of curious why the repair doesn't catch it, and it seems to look good. Look, did you see it? It moved again. It looks good. It definitely looks good. So, okay. Let's see here. I will most likely be in and out of the game briefly this week. This week I'm going to be catching up on all of the stuff that got tossed to the wayside the past couple of weeks, between dealing with antique dealers about some things in my house and the computer issues. So I want to catch up on that this week. So if I'm in Eve and I don't respond to you, that's because most likely I'm multitasking. I'm working. I did a video on how I multitask in the game, and I want to catch up with my court members and whatnot. So I probably won't be doing anything real serious in the game this week or perhaps next week. I'd like to stream some games because there's some games that I think work better streaming versus doing videos for, and I really would like to be able to have like a real time chat, you know? I mean, like for instance, when a ship fitting a ship, I would love in real time to hear people's suggestions so that I could actually implement them while I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? You know, things like that, or you know, different games that I'm playing, and just, you know, interact a little bit more in a real-time kind of way. For lack of another word. So I'm going to be looking into that as well, because I think that's kind of fun. I used to stream before. Not necessarily, I mean, I did a couple of times I streamed gameplay, but we used to have streams where we'd get together with our the people in the community and just, you know, have fun, kick back, you know, that kind of thing. And I'm definitely enjoying some of the streams on Twitch. I'm telling you, between YouTube and Twitch, I haven't I watch Revenge on a regular basis, and now I'm starting to get hooked on, well, let me rephrase. Enough people have told me about Game of Thrones where I have it TiVo'd and I haven't watched it yet. But other than that, I haven't watched any TV. I have been more, I guess, interested in watching, not necessarily watching other people play, but when I watch them play, I end up learning something. Like, for instance, even though I didn't understand what Deopa was doing with his whole nullsec thing, I still learned. I saw areas of the game that I hadn't been in before. And I saw how people reacted to him. And I enjoyed watching him have fun, like saying these really silly things like I'm sexy and I know it, and then take off. So I enjoy that. I end up, every time I watch a stream, I learn something new. At least one thing new. And maybe it's the luck of the people that I decided to watch. But yeah, I actually enjoy it. I do. And honestly, even let me rephrase. I won't say every stream that I watch I learn something, because there's some people that are brand new to a game. They've never played it before, but I have. So it's not necessarily that I learned something, but I do enjoy listening to them, because I don't always have it where I'm watching them. A lot of times when I'm working, I'll have it on, so I'm listening to them. So all of the streams that I watch, the person is talking, or the people are talking. But watching or listening to these new players with their learning and exploring, new games, I'm enjoying that and chatting with them a little bit. So yeah, I will be catching up on comments and in-game mail. I logged in Eve. This is the alt. And I logged in Eve for a hot second to put skills in my queue and logged back off. So I will be catching up on email on both the YouTube channel and in-game. And like I said, I'm apologizing now if you try to contact me in-game and I'm kind of quiet, because I haven't been in a while and there's a lot waiting for me there. So hope this helps people that are having the graphical issues, and I will see you in the next one.